Hello and welcome to Access Asia here on France 24. I'm Will Hildebrand. Coming up, international outrage grows as up to 1 million people are held in camps in northwestern China. Most are Uyghurs, but the crackdown also affecting ethnic Kazakhs. Thousands of Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh have been raped and forced into human trafficking, abandoned, as they've also been denied from filing complaints or access to the police. And Tokyo's new fish market is open for business. This is the iconic Tsukiji location is destroyed after 83 years. This ahead of the 2020 Olympics. And we begin in Western China. Officials say they are fighting extremism by opening so-called vocational training centers. These facilities supposedly offer job training and legal education, but rights groups argue that they are mass detention camps aimed at indoctrination and forcing people to renounce their faith. Up to 1 million people, mostly Uyghurs, are thought to be held, but ethnic Kazakhs are also feeling the consequences. Erin Ogunkeye has more.
34-year-old Akikat Kaliola's family has been torn apart. He has not seen or heard from his siblings or elderly parents in over 6 months. Kaliola says his family is one of the thousands to have been separated by the Chinese government's crackdown on Muslim minorities, and this under the guise of suppressing religious extremism. He believes his relatives have been detained in one of China's political re-education camps.
What they are doing is illegal, especially to my parents. They're not livestock. They are people with rights to be protected.
Roughly 1.5 million Kazakhs live in the western Chinese province of Xinjiang, located along the border with Kazakhstan. Their freedom to circulate between the two countries diminished in 2016 when a hardline official became the Communist Party chief of the province. Authorities say the crackdown is justified in the wake of a series of suspected jihadist attacks over the past few years. Extrajudicial detention in re-education camps is a central component of the clampdown. Analysts say detainees are subjected to torture, disproportionate restrictions on religious practice, and political indoctrination. Golzia Magdun was kept under house arrest for 6 months simply because she was unable to produce her ID when traveling.
When I was coming back here, they told me not to talk about what was happening in Xinjiang. They told me to say things were like they were before, that nothing had changed. Now the situation in Xinjiang is normal. That's what they told me to say. They wrote it out and had me sign.
Kazakhstan's foreign minister has said the country is in negotiations with Beijing concerning nearly 700 cases of Kazakhs barred from leaving China. Though the dialogue has led to the return of some of them, analysts say Kazakhstan exerts little political leverage over Beijing. According to rights groups, a total of up to 1 million people, primarily Uyghurs, the Muslim minority, are detained in re-education centers.